Hello, welcome back to yet another reading. This time we're looking into the Cyprus entry for Eurovision 2025, which is Theo Evan's. Shh. I don't know if the microphone picked that up. So, we'll see what the secret is, right? Okay. There we begin with the Elven deck with the Elven creatures. They are very natural and living in the forest, and they respect animals. They also live for a very long time. So I essentially got this deck last year because isn't this like the energy of people that took part in Eurovision last year? This is so last year. So I just simply had to have it. So this card is number 4. We can look into that meaning later on. So this card is about spiritual intelligence. So just someone that maybe believes in the spiritual, that likes to meditate, that sees the value in this. And even the squirrel is trusting this elven creature. Yeah, it's like following the natural ways. In the book, it's a story about this being. I don't know how important that is in this situation. So essentially, that he didn't inherit a lot of stuff from his father, rather his mother. And he's a healer. I wonder like how many of these are healers, because I feel like I've definitely had a healer before. Are these flowers lilies? Every card has this. And I also just noticed on the deck itself, it's also these flowers everywhere. And also on the back of the card, I literally just looked at my pile. Okay, we'll see how this ties into the whole reading. I will move on to the Citadel deck. And we got a card, Shepherd. So Shepherd is, of course, hurting animals. He's hurting them, rather the sheep only. In this case, he could be hurting something else. Celebration family. Let's read about it. I guess I will remove myself so we can read this in peace, not that I have to freak out where everything is on screen. So here we go. I used the path list to mark the shepherd. That's random, of course. I didn't search for that. On a gentle grassy rise just beyond the citadel, white spotted goats bleat and graze. Okay, the shepherd is not herding sheep. The sun bathes the hills in warmth. Heavy-headed dandelions nod lazily, and all is peaceful. From under a shady tree, the shepherd watches their flock, the bell at the end of their crook ringing out over to the slopes. It's a simple life, but the shepherd knows how to celebrate the pleasure of loving, and loving well. A is a leader and a parental figure. They ensure that their flock doesn't go astray no matter the weather or the direction. It's time for you to look for your own relationships, family or otherwise, and reach out to them. Just as the shepherd guides their flock, don't be afraid to take the leading hand where it's needed. Someone needs to step up, and right now, that is you. Okay, so I opened this book here. As you can see, the shepherd belongs to the crowd. I didn't even know this existed, or I forgot. Let's read about it. The crowd, community, hard work. The outer ring of the citadel is home to the crowd, hardworking people who understand the value of a day's toil and the importance of family, either found or given. Those who live here are farmers, bakers, laborers, and craftsmen, community-minded people who create the solid foundations upon which others can grow. I assume that's also written on here. But let's see. Though this area, excuse me, though this area of the city is less well-groomed than its counterparts, the sprawling farms, homesteads, and markets have their own vibrancy and life is missing elsewhere. Aligned with the element of earth, cards in the suit focus on material matters rather than those of the heart, dealing with themes such as work, finance, and community. They represent labor and necessity as well as fulfillment and freedom, encouraging you to consider your own personal needs as well as the way on which you treat others. Okay, so this is going to be a rather long reading because we do have a lot to read. Moving on to the tarot, we got 4 of coins in reverse and 7 of wands upright. I don't think we had this before, at least I don't remember it. Condor's wife, Peru, Aymara folktale. The 4 of coins represents greed and unwillingness to open up to share. Condor covets his wife, who does not like his lifestyle of living with him. He recognizes her unhappiness, but is unwilling to make changes or set her free. Reverse is gambling or recklessness, letting go, generosity, large purchases. This is such an interesting, like, bunch of words. They all, like, kind of... It's like a variety of things. They usually they kind of tie together, but this time... 7 of Wands. John Henry, Alabama, American folktale. The 7 of Wands represents an indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight it to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. Endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. Okay. We'll move on to the rest of the cards. So if you watched all these readings, you know that I keep pulling the same animal. Or same animals, rather. There's so many I've never seen, but we keep getting the same. So I think... which Eurovision had like a butterfly for the flag? Well, I feel like we're going there. We got a butterfly again. So because I am like quickly bored with this, I got another one, and then you got a dog. Technically this is cheating, but whatever. So, and then I was like, we had a dog a lot of times too. It's kind of the shepherd, whatever. Let's get a deer. That was my third pull. I didn't like do anything. I just showed you what I pulled. You can try to read all 3 animals, but essentially the deer is the new one. And we got Robert Plant. That was the only pull. I didn't do anything there. Nothing special. How do I make this look interesting? Now I can't see the number 7. We got a 4 twice. Then we got a 2 and a 7. Okay, let's look it up in my tarot little booklet. 2 is balance. Choices. Spades is swords. So that would be intellect, air, understanding, and the mind. 7 is the desire and re-evaluation. So that's wands, creativity, fire, vitality, and the heart. 4 of coins is the material. 4 means stability and manifestation. So apparently, the shepherd also is in the suits of pentacles or coins, which represents the material. Also, there's like hands that are grabbing stuff, and there's like plants, and he's like, you know, like, I just have this vision of someone playing poker or whatever, and win a lot of chips and they just kind of grab them like this. That's what I see with Shepherd card here. So another force, stability and manifestation, is represented by this card. Interesting. So this is Goat's Call, probably. And I know that I kind of cheated and got 3 animals, but like, this is not a goat, but it has the horns. I don't know if I'm like making this up. Doesn't like squirrel have something with horn in the name in German? I'm making this up. Because the ears, you know, have this like fluffy part to them, and it kind of maybe it also looks like horns. So what do the horns represent? I don't know. In my language, if you are putting horns on someone, that means you're cheating. That's, I think, also in Spanish. I don't know. I don't think this exists in English. Horns could also be connected to the devil. Okay, I'm trying to get this like whole story here. Skittish. I'm getting skittish with the deer. Like, they will run away. They're like not that small, but they will run away. Most of the time they will run away. And for the goats, I kind of got the vision of like those goats that kind of freeze and like faint or whatever, the fainting goats. I just noticed there's like, that's a bird. Yeah, I was reading about it. It's a condor, right? I didn't notice the bird actually enveloping the girl there. Also would help it was not upside down, but okay. We got it upside down. Okay. Balance. 7 of Wands. I did get like a huge prop for some reason with this. I don't know if that's why would that appear in the reading. Is that important? Would that have to appear? So what's the secret? The secret could be that this person is an introvert, or like, I don't know. It's they do something that's out of their normal. Like, something happens that makes stuff that's not usual to them come out. Like, I don't know. They find a burst of confidence, or they become an extrovert when they're usually an introvert, you know, for a little bit. I definitely see like a lot of hard work, and I don't know what's up with the huge prop? I'm so confused. Balance. It is like an all-rounder. It's not like it's all materialism. No, 2 cards represent materialism. And yeah, it's kind of all-rounded. Kind of everything. There's just one thing that it's not. Which one is it not? Maybe that's important. So we have swords, wands, and coins. So we don't have... Well, that's interesting. I'm wrong. We have indeed all 4 of them. Avatar energy. So, because the first card is represented by spirituality. You can literally see the word. Yeah, spirituality is represented by the cups, which is water, emotions, and feelings. So we do in fact have all of the elements, which is funny because if you remember some years ago, that's literally what Cyprus' performance was. It was an avatar performance. Like he was wielding fire, water, like it was basically an avatar performance. Like you cannot have a more like, by the avatar I mean the airbender, not the other avatar. Um so yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, this edition is definitely retrograde. Like it's just retrograde. Like I'm keep seeing like past. I keep seeing um like nods to the previous entries, and it's like bringing me back to yeah. Operation Family. Yeah, I could read this in so many ways. Like the recording is getting already long. I don't know if anyone needs to listen to this for so long. Um, but it's definitely like honest work is a reason to like celebrate, you know, having a good harvest is a reason to celebrate hard work. Um, money, balance. Yeah, this card is balance, this card is balance. Balancing like work life situation. I think the song is literally giving something is inside that needs to come out or does come out because of certain circumstances. Like, for example, when, I don't know, just something unusual happens, like there's an accident and you're fine, but you're trying to help, and just something comes out of you, like some instinct, and you can help everyone. Like, you can command them, you know, you're the shepherd, you're telling them what to do. Uh, you have to lead them because you have to, you know, simply, you are basically forced into the position, but you were equipped for it. You just didn't know. You are the shepherd. It's kind of like the leader card, but I don't know. I feel like shepherd makes more sense than like a king or something. Um, yeah, I think I'm pleased with this reading. I could go on different angles. I see there's more, but it's long enough. It's definitely long enough. Um, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Tell me what you see. Um, yeah, thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.